Because when you find a winning creative, when the ad gets fatigued, you can do two things. Scale horizontally and add a new audience, and also on that one where the ad was fatigued, you adjust the creative. I think that you are really ready to take it to the next level when it comes to ad creation. I also believe that you're gonna start liking this more and more as you get better with it, because it is something that is gonna help you create big effects when it comes to Facebook advertising. What are we talking about here? Facebook advertising, Instagram stories. You're talking about messenger advertising. You're talking about all these different placements that you can use to create massive effects. So I know you're gonna love it, and I'm hoping that you guys get really good at it because it's gonna help you guys really take your actual ad creative to the next level. I wanna give you guys a little tip on this lesson about something that we call, the marketers, we call ad fatigue. And I wanna explain to you what this is. Usually, especially when it's really affordable marketing, when time goes on a particular ad, when time passes by, eventually the costs start going higher and higher and higher. Let me show you how it usually works. At the beginning, when you start rolling an ad, remember, Facebook doesn't have the data yet. They don't know what works and what doesn't work. They don't know yet what is your ideal audience and what do they respond to best. So you gotta give them some chance. At the beginning, guys, usually the ads are gonna be more expensive. Your conversions, your website clicks, your leads, your messages, your landing page views, whatever it is that you're trying to optimize for is usually gonna be more expensive towards the beginning. And as time passes by, Facebook learns to recognize your ideal audience and the cost goes down. And now you start paying a very low price because you're doing a good job of finding the right audience. But then as you start putting the same ad over and over in front of the same audience, the ad cost starts going up again. So what do we got here? We got this wave that starts high when the audience is not known yet and then goes dramatically low when Facebook really starts learning and optimizing for your audience, and then eventually it starts going up again. And when it starts going up again is what we call ad fatigue. Now, the biggest indicator of ad fatigue is gonna be your frequency. When your frequency is gonna be at, 3, 4 or more, meaning that the same individual person has seen the same exact ad 3 or 4 times, that's when the fatigue starts taking its effect. Because, Facebook realizes that the same ad being shown over and over to the same person creates less and less engagement. And people start going blind to your content. They actually stop seeing you on the feed. Do you know what is the main thing that you can actually adjust to? If you have a big audience, let's say that you have a couple million people in it. It's a big size audience. Do you know what is the biggest thing that you can adjust to eliminate the ad fatigue problem? You can adjust your creative. You can put a new video, a new image. You can change your ad to make it a carousel video. Instead of a video ad, you can do a single image. Instead of a single image, you can do a presentation, or you can do an actual slideshow. Or again, guys, we already went through this entire process of ad creation. Putting something fresh will handle the ad fatigue. So that's why I want to get you guys into the routine of when the price starts going up, again, at the beginning it's going to be higher than usual. It's going to go lower once the audience is found. And then down the line, it's going to start going higher. So if you already had a really good audience that has proven to be a winner and that has given you great numbers, guys, what I want you to do now is not change the audience, is optimize the ad creative. There's 2 ways that you can grow and scale your ads. And that's something for you to understand that are really important. When it comes to scaling, yes, this is actually something that is going to require its own course by itself. Scaling is like an art. You got to know what to raise, how to raise it, how much to raise, and all those things are important. But these are 2 basic things for you to understand. There's 2 ways of scaling. You scale horizontally or you scale broadly. In the olden days of marketing, broadly was not even an option. What do I mean by that? Well, in order for you to scale, you could only scale from $300 in ads on television to $800 in ads. From $800 to now $15,000 in ads. You had to scale vertically, up. Just increase your budget up and up and up. Now, it's magical how we scale. My favorite way of scaling, guys, is not vertically, it's horizontally. What does that mean, guys? That instead of just shutting down that audience, I can change the creative and put a new video and a new ad and maybe a new message because it was a good ad. It was a good audience that responded well. But then, guess what I can do? I can scale horizontally. I can create a lookalike audience, which you can create a new different audience. You can go into a different age range. And that's how you scale your ads horizontally. You just make it broader, the targeting. Because when you find a winning creative, when the ad gets fatigued, you can do two things. Scale horizontally and add a new audience. And also on that one where the ad was fatigued, you adjust the creative. Make sense? That way, guys, you start growing scientifically, not with emotions. When your ad is actually being more expensive than before, you go ahead and you find a new audience that will respond good to that ad. But at the same time, you edit that same ad to give it a new video, to give it a new image and a new feel. Refresh the ad. That's what an ad fatigue is, and that is the exact technology that you need to go ahead and go about to fix that particular issue of ad fatigue.